Well, hello. Hello and greetings, everyone. Welcome to Inner Light Ministries, to our weekly virtual offering. And we're so glad to have you with us on this day. I'm Rev D, Reverend Deborah Johnson, and I'm just going to invite us all to take a deep breath, to take a deep breath as we open up wide. Today, we're going to be talking about prayer. There's so many misconceptions about prayer, about what it is and why we do it and how it is it's supposed to be done. And hopefully we can clarify some of that and all grow a little bit deeper in our connection to the divine. So if this is your very first time here, I say a special thank you for joining us. Whether you have been with us throughout the years, we're actually approaching our 30-year anniversary, believe it or not, coming this January in 2027. And I know some of you have been around and gone the distance with us for decades, way before there was even this thing called the internet to do this. And we were still meeting all of the time, exclusively in person. But be that as it may, here we are. And we're going to go over our purpose statement as just a bit of a reminder for why it is that we come. Inner Light is an open, diverse, inclusive community of individuals and organizations dedicated to spiritual transformation. We provide tools for activating higher possibilities by applying universal spiritual principles to all circumstances. Our aim is personal and global healing through the omni-faith energy of love and the revealing of our own inner light. Promoting life's sacred interconnectedness, we embody spiritual oneness, appreciate individualized expressions, and honor all paths that lead to spiritual truth, justice, and ecological regeneration. We just breathe that in. We just breathe that in. Every week, one of the tools that we offer are affirmative activations. They are ways that we can recalibrate so that we get back on our original vibration and start getting into alignment with our actions and our words and our thoughts and our deeds, moving in the directions that we want to go, as opposed to just being pulled by the energies of the world. As the affirmative activations come on your screen, if you're able to, I'm going to invite you to say them along with me. Prayer is the water that nourishes my thirsty soul. Prayer connects me to my inner voice and the truth that it reveals to me. Prayer is the balm that heals the wounds and soothes away the pain. Prayer and meditation open my third eye so that I can see what can only be discerned. Prayer keeps me building bridges, not fortresses. Prayer is always there for me. It lets me come as I am. Prayer demands nothing but that I come and invites me to come often. Whether I am lost or glowing in the revelation, it's prayer that anchors my awareness. It's prayer that anchors my awareness. We just breathe that in. Notice. Notice if there are things that are there that are that you're just really resonating with. Maybe it's prayer connects me to my inner voice and the truth it reveals to me. Or prayer and meditation open my third eye so that I can see what can only be discerned. Just notice. Just notice. And maybe there's a whisper in there, something that's calling you up a little bit, maybe even calling you out. Maybe it's prayer demands nothing but that I come, and invites me to come often. What a beautiful, beautiful, exquisite reminder. Just notice. I invite you, if you're on a computer, maybe you want to take a screenshot or pick up your phone and take a picture. Come back. It's the repetition of these affirmative activations that gives them their power as they take root within us. First the roots and then the fruits. You can find these on our website. They will be within the archive on our YouTube, Inner Light Ministries online, where this is streaming now. But just notice. Notice. And when you come back, repeat it often, not just rote saying words, but be with it. Be with it. Let it resonate within you. Let's take a breath. So to help cultivate our consciousness for our talk today about prayer, we're going to be looking at a music video. So this music video is the song "A Praying Spirit." It's a song we've done in the Inner Light community and with our choir. This particular version is an interesting version because it's online. Okay. And the reason why I chose this particular version, it's that it's young people. It's actually a high school graduating class. And this was done during COVID. Okay. So it not only shows their creativity and how young people are connecting to this idea of a praying spirit, but it also shows a montage of their life as seniors. Even though they aren't able to be together, it goes through some of their high school experience. And it just, to me, was such a beautiful way of seeing how when you stay prayerful, you still stay in contact with the goodness of life. So I invite you to sing along with them. Let's just breathe that in. That's the Voices of Chicago. They are the premier ensemble in Uniting Voices of Chicago, formerly the Chicago Children's Choir. It is an educational program that brings in young people from all over the city. And it seemed particularly appropriate at this particular time with the opening of the Obama Center in the Chicago area, and what an extraordinary gift that is, not just to the United States, but to the world. And to see that there are young people who are singing about prayer. And I could just feel their little hearts and souls, and it really moved me. So let's just take a breath, huh? Topic today is prayer's only demand. You know, so many people treat prayer like their Christmas list at Christmas time. There's something that they want, or they're in some kind of a circumstance or trouble, and they just have this laundry list. You know, bring me this, do this, do this, do that. And they get quite upset when Santa Claus doesn't bring them everything that's on their wish list. Okay. Ultimately, that's not what prayer is about. Prayer is not even just about a single activity that happens at a single moment in time. Part of the reason why I chose that song is it refers to a praying spirit. Let that sink in for a moment. A praying spirit. A praying spirit is a state of consciousness. It's not an action or an activity that you just turn off and on, where you start and you end. No. A praying spirit is something that goes beyond an external activity, and it is an internal awareness. Okay, it's a place where you live. Okay, it's a place where you reside. It's your inner tone. It's your feeling. It's your vibration. Listen to what I'm saying. Prayer isn't just a request that you send out into the universe. It's a frequency on which you vibrate. In my book, The Sacred Yes, it says that prayer is a movement in consciousness. But here's the thing. We're the ones who are moving. Listen to what I'm saying. We've got it backwards. We think that we're praying to influence some powers or entity, deity out there somewhere in the universe to come along and to do our bidding. No, that is not the purpose of prayer. It's the other way around. The purpose of prayer is to slow down. The purpose of prayer is to dislodge from the hypnotic trance that we are in, where we are fixated on the dramas du jour, the people, places, and things, the problems, the circumstances, the conditions. Sometimes the world is just too much with us. And when we come to prayer, it is our agreement to turn the dial. You know, I don't even know if that has relevance to folks these days. So, you know, growing up, you had radio, and the radio literally had a dial. Okay. And it was the dial that allowed you to move from station to station to station. So there's digital now, and the digital lands you like right on the station. But in the old days, when everything was analog, when you turn that dial, you would be in between stations sometimes. And there'd just be a lot of, kind of staticky kind of sound like that. And as you got a little bit closer to the station, it would start to get a little clearer. As you switch the dial, it would start to get a little bit dimmer. Okay. So when I say like turn the dial, switch the dial, I'm saying, one, get out of the static. Get out of that in-between place where there's just a bunch of noise that's going on. And two, if you're listening to a broadcast and you're listening to a station that is not uplifting you and helping you grow and thrive, change channels, change the dial. See? So when you pray, that is your agreement that you're going to move. You're going to tune in to higher frequencies. Let that sink in for a moment. You're the one moving. As it said in the affirmation, that prayer and meditation allows my third eye to see what can only be discerned. It's very powerful. This idea of a third eye. Many cultural traditions and spiritual traditions speak of this in different names. It's a place of awakened awareness. See, your third eye is transcendent of your natural eyesight. It doesn't know time and space. It has no restrictions. It has no constriction. Okay? It is able to pierce and observe on a multi-dimensional level. Okay? Multi-dimensional. That's in all regards. So multi-dimension in terms of what we would consider to be space, where you're here, wherever it is that you are. But you know how that is when you're really connected to someone. Maybe it's a sibling, your kid, your spouse, a parent, or something like that. Sometimes you can see them. Sometimes you can know. Sometimes you can hear. You just know, oh, they're in trouble right now. Oh, something's up, something's wrong. Oh, something good is happening. Oh, they're trying to reach me. They're trying to connect with me. And if you think about this for a moment, what in the world have people been doing for millions of years? It isn't like they had cell phones, let alone landlines. So how in the world do we think that people were communicating with one another? What we call mental telepathy was just a thing. Was just something that people were using all of the time. That third eye is transcendent. It will see more than what the natural eye can see. And it goes on to say that it can see what can only be discerned. That's a very strong word. And I like that word, discern. Because discernment is when you are aware of things and you know things and you understand things at levels that are beyond just a cognitive analysis. It's where you know and you know that you know. Okay? You don't have proof. And what's more, when you've really discerned something, you don't need proof. You're not looking for proof. And it kind of seems comical almost when you see somebody either trying to prove what you've discerned or to disprove what it is that you've discerned, because you know that they're just going through a bunch of gyrations. Okay? When you reach that place of discernment, like the light goes on inside. You know things that you have no explanation for why it is that you know that. It could be anything. It could be you understand something that happened in some family dynamic generations ago. Just boom. All of a sudden, like you get it. It could be something going on in your job. It could be something going on in politics. It could be something going on within your own self where you know. You don't even necessarily have a bunch of dots that connect it to say how it is exactly that you have arrived at that conclusion. You don't know cognitively, but what's happened is that your inner being knows. Your inner being knows. Your inner being at that moment is no longer feeling separate. It's no longer considering itself to be some distinct entity in the universe that is mutually exclusive from all other beings or whatnot in the universe. When you get that feeling of discernment, and particularly something from prayer or contemplation, it comes with a profound sense of connection. A profound sense of connection. Listen to what I'm saying. Even when you get discernment about stuff you don't even like, that you don't even like, when you suddenly get this awareness of why so-and-so did such and such, something that you abhorred, something that you hated, but suddenly it's like, boom, OMG. They were just acting like their father. Or OMG, it was just some re-traumatization that was going on. Or, oh, there was this influence or that influence, and you're just, wow. Wow. And oftentimes those moments of discernment come with an awareness of just how tunnel vision you had been before. That there was so much going around that you just missed. You just missed it because you weren't looking deep enough. You weren't thinking more expansively enough. You had already pigeonholed all the people, places, and things, and you knew exactly what was happening and why it was happening. And then boom, you get this awareness that shoots a lot of that stuff down, down, down. Like you were so off base. Or often it's the other. It tends to be like one of these other, one or the other. It can also confirm. When you get to that place of discernment, confirm something that in your heart or heart you just knew. You just knew. And then something comes along and you're like, bingo. That's it. That's it. Something was telling me all along. So we can go from that cross between who knew to I always knew. That's what that discernment can look like and feel like. When it says in the affirmative activations that we just went over, that prayer only demands that I come and that I come often. Just let that sink in. You don't have to have it together. You don't have to be centered or on point. You don't have to believe anything in particular. You don't have to be a saint. You don't have to be reformed. You don't have to be transformed. Just come. Just come exactly as you are. So often we think we're not worthy, or we're not good enough, or that we're insignificant. It isn't that we don't necessarily believe in God, but why would something so vast and intelligent care about me? I'm going to be going more into that next week when we talk about grace and the role of grace in all of this. But when we get into that praying spirit, that false sense of separation goes. See, when I'm in that, there's just little me, and I'm so insignificant. And why would the universe care about me? Or I've done all these bad things, I've messed up, or I haven't done anything that's worthy of attention or blessings. But whatever that story thing is that we've got going on in our heads, the universe just come. Just come. You can even come with the story. Just be willing to move beyond it. Listen to what I'm saying. You don't have to like get rid of it. Act like it's not there. Just be willing to come anyway. It sort of reminds me of a recovery program, like 12-step program. Okay. It would be nice for you to be sober, for you to be clean. But the 12-step program doesn't demand that or require that of you before you come. It's like, just come. Come come drunk if you have to. But just get yourself there. Come and come often. See, the reason why the 12-step programs work is because they are mirroring. They are mirroring the way that they often refer to it as the higher power. They are mirroring the way that our higher power works with us. See, it's always there. We just don't know that it's there. And the way that we know that it's there is we have to come to it. We've got to come to it. It's always there for us. But if we don't recognize it, then we can't hold its hand, so to speak. It's like the universe at all times is outstretching a hand and saying, grab my hand. Grab my hand. I'll pull you out of the depression. I'll pull you out of the anger. I'll pull you out of the sadness. I'll pull you out of the weariness, the confusion, the hurt, the pain, I'll pull you out. It's always saying, grab my hand. Let's play together. Let's create together. Let's love together. Let's serve together. Just hold my hand so we can do this. And because we don't have a hand that's outstretched back, we can't feel it. Not only can we not feel it, we'll deny that it's even there. How many people are wallowing in their addiction with stories about nobody loves them and nobody cares about them, and they're out there all on their own, and they are surrounded by friends and family people who love them, who support them, who care for them, who are continuously believing in them, giving second, third, fourth, fifth, 990th chances, not giving up on them. But you won't feel it. You won't feel it unless you are stretching your hand back. See, prayer is the movement in consciousness, and you're the one moving. You're not convincing the universe to bring you stuff. It's already done it. Your good is already there. It's like a claim ticket that's waiting for you to cash it in. The goodness is already there. The Spirit of the living God has gone before you. You just have to say yes. That's prayer's only demand. Let that sink in. The only demand is that you come often, and that you say yes. You say yes to what? Just yes. It's like a catch-22. We want to know what we're saying yes to before we say yes. We tend to treat God, the divine, the great I am, the way we do our human relationships. Well, let me see how much I like it before I say yes. When it's the other way around, you'll never even begin to see it until you say yes. You got to say yes first. The yes is that shift in your awareness, that shift in your perception that allows you to see from a different perspective. That's what prayer demands from you. Is that you come, and that you come willingly. Suddenly I'm being reminded of a parable, and there's actually a letter in it about this in my second volume, The Letters from the Infinite in Your Deepest Intent. It's called Love the Vineyard. And when Jesus tells this parable, he tells the parable about a father who had a vineyard. And the vineyard symbolically always stands for a place of great harvest. It is a place where divine ideas are growing and happening. But just like I'm saying it about prayer, you got to work the vineyard. Okay? You got to work it. You have to plant the seeds. You have to tend to it. You have to harvest it. It's all there, but you must participate in it. So it says that this guy that had the vineyard had two sons. And he says to the first son, go into the vineyard. And he says the same thing to the second son. I want you to go and to work the vineyard. But here's what happens. The first son says, I'll go, but he doesn't. The second one says, I'm not going to go, but then he does. And Jesus poses the question, which son did the will of the Father? The parables are like Buddhist koans, so to speak, where they leave you often for you to struggle with it, to discern the meaning. Okay. I've told this before, and it's true. I was always the younger son, the second son. I'd say no, but then I'd eventually go. I'd do that in life with whatever's going on. My parents, I did it with God. No. I'm not going to ministerial school. No. I'm not going to pastor. No. Then eventually I wind up doing it. My older brother was the first son. To this day, he may say, yeah, and then like not do it. But here's the thing, that this letter in Love the Vineyard pointed out. And it said to me, basically, what I just said to you, that I've taken credit in my life, thinking that because I finally went, that I did the will. And said, no. That son did the work of the Father. But the will of the Father was to say yes and go. Listen to what I'm saying. To say yes and go. This is the problem in so many of our lives today. We're working the vineyard, so to speak. We're being of service. We're doing our duties and the responsibilities and all of the rest of that kind of stuff. But there's not a real yes in our hearts. See, that yes is the surrender. That yes is when you're doing it because, not just because it's the right thing to do or that you should be doing it, but there's a joy and a pleasure in doing it. A line in the Sacred Yes, the volume 1, says, work done in praise is no work at all. Work done in praise is no work at all. See, when you hit that yes, it doesn't even feel like work anymore. You can't even make the distinction between giving and receiving, supporting, being supported, that you're so engrossed and totally engaged that you are blessed every step of the way. There's no martyrdom. There's no sacrifice. No. And this is what that praying spirit enables us to do. It enables us to stay in that yes and go. It enables us to stay in the doing the will. The doing the will. You're not insignificant. And there's nothing about you that's so lost or bad or damaged or horrific or anything like that where you lack the capacity to be able to tune in to the divine. There's absolutely nothing that you could do. Nothing that could make you outside of the realm or no longer part of the divine connection. Nothing that you can do. And when we think about this for a moment, about this insignificance and why would the universe be responding to me, or how could I connect? Let's think about this for a moment. You've got this great intelligence putting up the moon and the stars and the ocean, making the seasons change and all these great, grand, magnificent things. Well, guess what? It isn't skipping over anything. Okay, every tree, every blade of grass, every sparrow. Okay, there's nothing in the universe that says, well, you know, this egg is just a sparrow. Okay, so we're not going to worry about it hatching because it's not as important as an eagle. No. The universe isn't going, well, you know, this is just a little rose bush here. It's not as magnificent as a redwood. So, I'm not going to worry about whether it blossoms or not. Because I got the focus over here on the redwoods. It's just not happening. Okay? It's not happening in nature, and it's not happening with you. Because the universe is inclusive. It leaves nothing out, and you are a part of it. But here again, it's that catch-22. You won't know that until you come to it. It's all around you. How much more could the divine prove to you its existence? You're alive. Your heart is beating. There's air all around. And like, what else do you need to see that there's something like really smart and great and grand in the universe? Newsflash. It is also expressing in and as you. Not just through you, but as you. Will you come in your own way, in your own fashion, however it is that you do it? You could sing, you can dance, you can draw, you can meditate. You can do whatever you want to do. Just come. Take a breath. Let's pray. Hmm. Let's just continuously be a part of that movement in consciousness. This whole message has been a prayer. We're just deliberate and intentional. Aligning our will with the will of God so that there's only one will. No longer the salmon going upstream. No longer doing things the hard way just to try to do it our way. We let go. We remember. Thank you, God, for being good all of the time. Like the psalmist said, if we had 10,000 tongues, it wouldn't be enough to say thank you. Thank you for that sweet connection. 24/7. Cost us nothing. Cost us nothing. We just show up just as we are. And in doing so, we release the thoughts, the words, the activities, the people, the places, the things that distract us from that connection. They just start to lose their appeal. Our attention no longer gravitates there. There's no energetic pull. We dislodge and we're free. We're free to hang out and to vibrate on that higher frequency where we're not just attending the 12-step program. We're living the life of clean and sober. That's how we live. That's the crew that we hang with. That's the vibration. And I say, thank you, Mother, Father, God, for our spiritual sobriety. I'm not saying we've arrived. We got to be diligent. We got to keep working on it. But thank God that we're free from the false illusion that would bind us. We know who we are. And we wish this freedom upon everybody. And in this freedom is opportunity, and this freedom is source, and this freedom is resource. Over and over and over again, we see the miracles coming through. All needs met. Physically, emotionally, financially, spiritually, socially, professionally, politically, everywhere. How good it is and how sweet it is. And it is with just absolute gratitude that I release this word. Knowing that it's good, knowing that it's done, we just get out of the way. We allow it to be. So it is. So it is. And if you've got a prayer on your heart, You want somebody to stand with you, pray with you. We've got prayer practitioners. You can reach us at 831-465-9090 at extension 254. You can send us an email. The number 4 and the word prayer at innerlightministries.com. And our prayer practitioners will get back to you. Nothing canned, all private, confidential. Just come. Just come. Amen. Amen. As we take that breath, take that breath. Speaking of just coming, I invite you to a special event that we're having on August the 2nd. Yes, you can find it on our website and in our social media as well. It is called Higher Ground, a call to recommit. So what we're doing that particular day, and it's at the time when we normally do our monthly in-person gathering at the Resource Center for Nonviolence, we will be there. And we are doing the ordination service, Inner Light ordination. She's already ordained through One Spirit, but our own Reverend Julie Crocatus Wooden, who's been a practitioner with us for years. She and her husband, both practitioners, raised their son with us. She's getting ordained as the next Inner Light minister. It's 25 years now since my own ordination. I'm going to be renewing my vows as well. And we're inviting everybody who's ever finished any of our practitioner training programs, regardless of where you live, to come on and to recommit, to come on and renew your vows at that particular ceremony and time. And if you can't do it in person, do it online. Do it online. Take a shot of this so that you have this information. It's at 3 p.m. That's Pacific time on August the 2nd. We would love to have you there. And please spread the word. Spread the word. So whether you finish the program or in the community, just want to go deeper in your own spiritual growth. And the bonus of that particular day is that Jamie Lula will be with us from Los Angeles. Yes, indeed. And I also want to invite you to an upcoming workshop that is a series. The first workshop is called Trusting Your Inner Voice. It's 3 Mondays starting tomorrow. Actually, if you're looking at this in real time, on July the 20th. And on the following Saturday, there is a workshop called When Tempted to Go Low. How it is that we stay high instead of going down. I think that's something that we all need to know for sure. So we invite you to participate in that as well. As we move towards our time of conscious contribution and giving, thank you. Thank you for your gifts, your tithes, for any donation that you make. You see on your screen that there are multiple ways in which you can do that. You can use the QR codes that are there. You can do text to give, Zelle, Cash App, any number of ways. And regardless of the methodology that you use, it's all going towards healing. It's all going towards growth. It's all going towards transformation. Okay? We're an independent spiritual community, and we are here because of you and your gifts. And if you'd like to make a little extra something for the ordination and the ceremony that's happening in August, we would certainly appreciate that. We'd like it to be a very fine event. What I want you to remember is that it's not a one-way street. So as we say a prayer, I invite you to repeat after me. My every act produces abundance. I dare to give freely to the truth that sets us free. I release this gift, knowing it returns to me 1,000-fold. So it is. It's not a one-way street. Your generosity returns to you. So thank you for spending time with us. We look forward to being with you again. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like us, follow us on social media. And as always, take this consciousness and multiply it. See you next time.